welcome to At the Movies with Regan and Reeves,
where we're going to be telling you what you should or should not be watching, and you're going to listen to us because we're on TV.
This week, we have a classic throwback Breakfast Club and a more recent Woody Allen Magic in the Moonlight.
Now, if you haven't seen The Breakfast Club, then find your nearest Netflix accessible device, sit down for roughly 90 minutes, and watch and feel the angst that this movie exudes.
If you don't feel like throwing your fist in defiance, you surely did something wrong. Rewatch it.
Now, this movie depicts 5 seemingly different teenagers from all walks of life, stuck in a Saturday detention.
How did you feel about the movie?
I mean, it's a classic, so I love it, but there are definitely some plot flaws which I feel like people tend to overlook because it's such an iconic movie.
I enjoy it just because it's in the 80s and I still am able to relate to it.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like every teenager could be able to relate to the, feeling alone, feeling isolated by your parents, having to fit into certain social norms, but at the same time, all of the adult characters are really one-dimensional.
Yeah, I think in the original script, the janitor was supposed to be more of a role in the movie, but they ended up cutting too much out of it.
Yeah, I feel like the movie would have benefited from having a different adult character. Instead, we just have Vice Principal Vernon, who is everything you would not want in an authority figure. He's unfair, he's mean, and his fashion sense is terrible.
Any questions?
Yeah, I got a question. Does Barry Manilow know that you raid his wardrobe?
I'll give you the answer to that question, Mr. Bender, next Saturday. Don't mess with the bull, young man. You'll get the horns.
So some fun facts are Jed Nelson was actually not welcome on set because he pestered Molly Ringwald a little too much and John Hughes wanted to fire him. Yeah.
But didn't he vow never to work with him again?
Which he broke that vow because later that year he filmed St. Elmo's Fire with him and Ali Sheedy.
Well, thank God he did break that. Thank God he kept him on set because the chemistry between the actors is one of the parts of the movie that really works. Like,
absolutely.
The whole scene where they're in the library and they're sitting in a circle talking about their problems was 100% improvised.
Some of the titles in pre-filming were Lunch Bunch and Library Revolution. How do you feel about that?
I think they made the right choice with the title that they ultimately chose because Lunch Bunch sounds like a bunch of old ladies getting together to talk about their grandkids. And Library Revolution sounds a little too incendiary. For me, personally.
Yeah. Honestly, I like the idea of Library Revolution, and it kind of bums me out that they only said Breakfast Club once when Brian is writing a letter to Vice Principal Vernon and he says sincerely, the Breakfast Club.
I'm overwhelmed, Sophie. I never dreamed you could look this beautiful.
I believe that the dull reality of life is all there is, but you are proof that there's more. More mystery, more magic.
You're gonna die!
Run!
My aunt used to bring me here as a boy. The roof opens up. You can see the universe. It's menacing.
You find that menacing? I'd say it was very romantic.
Now, we're going to change gears a little bit. We're going to talk about our more recent film, Magic in the Moonlight.
So, Magic in the Moonlight stars Emma Stone and Colin Firth. Emma Stone plays an American medium in France who becomes the personal psychic to a French family.
To an American family.
To a British family.
They're from Pittsburgh.
Are they?
Yeah.
To an American family.
And Colin Firth plays an English magician who pretends to be an Asian magician who then pretends to be another English person in order to debunk Sophie. It's very confusing.
Yes.
However, he starts to fall under her charms as the movie goes on, and without giving too much away, let's just say there's a lot of magic and a lot of moonlight.
How did you feel about the movie?
I mean, I liked it, but I feel like Woody Allen was trying to project a lot of his own life situations into it, which sometimes made for a little creepy,
awkward situations.
Yes, it was sometimes a weird viewing experience for me.
Oh yeah, no, same. Yeah, I don't know, I like Colin Firth, but I didn't feel like this was a role for him, just because I see him more as the King's Speech type of character and not so much as the narcissistic jerk.
Yeah, and I think Emma Stone was just playing, like, who you think Emma Stone should be.
They didn't give her a script. They just
they were just like, be Emma Stone.
Yes.
And, I mean, we love Emma Stone.
Oh, absolutely.
But I don't know. It didn't work. This wasn't one of my favorite Woody Allen films.
Oh no. I'm not a big Woody Allen fan, but at least I can say Midnight in Paris and Scoop were solid, movies.
Yeah, it didn't have the same qualities as Midnight in Paris, which again I also liked, or it didn't have the fun quirkiness of his earlier movies.
Right.
But I'd still give it a. If you're a true Woody Allen fan, then I definitely recommend giving it a watch.
Oh yeah. Thanks for watching.
That's all we have now. See you next time.